afternoon, everyone. I am Venerable Great Wisdom. This is the Sidewalk Temple. Basketball, yeah, all right, we started today with our meditation being on survival versus living. Oh yeah, I wanted to tell you guys, I'm still formatting this, so for now I'm leaning towards the format of in the morning I'll post a little short with the meditation and with the word for the day, and in the evening a brief discussion on how it unfolded itself or revealed itself throughout the day up until this point. And as we go further, we can go even further with discussions and so on and so forth. Okay, now the word for the day was survival versus living. And I didn't choose this word by going into the scripture. It was just transpired on my way walking this morning. And it was, again, within, I'm trying to avoid from saying voice. So within practice, within this disciple's practice, he's learned freedom and peace, happiness. And therein is your living. And I say that as opposed to those of us living in, you can say hostile and semi-hostile environments, all right? The inner cities. And it came about just as I'm walking, there is a gentleman approaching me. And again, me, my la self, it's early in the morning. I wake up, not for nothing, I'm happy. Regardless of whatever circumstances are in, I'm happy. Even my unhappiness is happy, if you understand what I'm saying. For those of us who are there. I felt the negative energy, or the, you can say, let's not label it as negative, but a vibrant energy, put it that way. Okay. And then, it dawned to me, not for nothing, being a black man, this thing is constant. But within all of these things, this disciple learns how to live. And I put that as opposed to those of us, again, in this inner city or urban setting, or what have you, this thing on survival and danger. There's danger, so I have to put on this mask, this illusion, as opposed to society as a person just living peacefully within themselves. And I mean, again, I want to discuss more because it's not just a simple thing. And let me speak in that terms. I can't avoid this. A disciple of Buddha and Buddhist practice, within our meditation, which I'm trying to bring to you guys, is we look at every force. We fear causes, not conditions. Okay, and so within looking in at ourselves, and this is what I want you to take your journey through your practice, your sitting. I'll say sitting sometimes in a little meditation. I lost my train of thought because things are moving too fast. But, fearing the causes is look at each and every aspect. Because, again, this is a small anecdote. Looking at life, living is life. So you look at life, all forces of life, or all forces, again, survival. Its nuances, and coupled with that, and this is Buddha Dharma. I'll put it this way: we have a teaching, okay, called the well, it's actually Buddha's first teaching, and not for nothing, for those interested in studying Buddhism, uh, that is the very first place to start. It's called the Four Noble Truths, and within those Four Noble Truths, there's a teaching called uh, okay, the Eight Sacred Ways: right speech, right this, right that, blah 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 blah. There's all in my head. Okay, I'm going to go with right speech, and this is what I want you to understand within your practice of sitting. When you look at yourself or any object, idea, or whatever it is that you're looking at, if you're meditating on right speech, your meditation should be on language, because speech is language. And now, how many ways are there to speak? So, going forward into this, our teaching today, living versus survival. How do beings survive versus how do beings live? And this is throughout the whole spectrum, physically, mentally, and so on and so have you. That's that for that meditation. I don't want these things to be too long, because my attention span isn't that long anymore. Okay, all right, pet peeve. I'm trying not to rant and rave, but here I go. This one's titled Bags with Bums. I'm not the sharpest tool in the shed, but I was taught how to walk around the pole. So again, if I see someone carrying a lot of items, some of us bums have a lot of bags. Okay. And not so, aging a bit. Okay, ailments. Why would you walk directly into someone who's stumbling with a heavy object instead of going around them? And this is what I'm saying, what I'm seeing with this, well, with society now. I'm not going to frame it generation or whatever it is, but in my day, a person would say, excuse me, announce themselves, or even doing both, and simply go around, not breathe on the back of their neck and then start cussing them out for having bags when you have a whole sidewalk to go around. So I question this thing, just, and I see it constantly. I'm gonna go somewhere where I didn't want to go, but here it is. A subconscious idea to confront and attack. Because there's no way, if I see it, we plot our course. So if I see someone, if I see an obstruction, go around it, go over it, go under it. Don't go through it unless it's necessary. And some obstructions you're not going through. So I question people, and I'm seeing this often. That's why I really don't want to speak about it, but it's apparent to this to say. So, I mean, that's that. Oh yeah, I did take a word off of the teaching today, well, the scripture that I'm reading in the morning, or whatever it is, and it was one of the words was sansa, meaning 3 times, thrice. And what I could tell you in, I guess you can say, Eastern philosophy, so on and so forth. There is something of threes, because dealing with the relationship between teacher and student, there was always, and this is still documented in Buddhist, so in Buddhist time, but you were always, how can I say this? It delved in threes. If you sought something, you may not get the answer on the first time. It will come up with three. There's a lot more to it, but I want to keep this short, so I'm gonna just leave it at that. A lot of other instances I can bring to you with the three. So I guess in today with our meditation, survival versus living, and the number and the learning, the number of times we've learned what we've learned or unlearned what we've unlearned. With that, I'm trying not to be long-winded, keep these things short, and trying to get the time schedule down so you'll have time during your day to practice, and perhaps in the evening we can even have a discussion. Once I figure out how to do this live, we can also have those things. With everybody, I'm Itofa. This is the Sidewalk Temple. I am Joey Fosher, Venerable Great Wisdom. Oh, and the flavor of tea here today, me and Trustee Watson, is just some regular ginseng. Them ginseng. I gotta get back into tussling shape. Although, like I said, I'm not gonna be out here tussling. I'd probably be running. With that, drink tea.